Imagine having a physique like this while being a broke international college student. Sounds impossible, right? Well, not really, because that's me. I'm just a college student who does one part-time job and spends most of his time studying. I shouldn't have a physique like this. Especially after moving here in Australia and realizing how stupidly expensive everything is, I quickly realized that my lifestyle here is going to be very different from that of India. So how did I manage to get a physique like this? That is exactly what I'll be discussing in today's video. So let's get started. So the first most important thing I did was I joined the cheapest gym in my locality with a good number of machines. I see so many college students here join gyms that they can't really afford simply because their friends go there. I mean, sure, if your dad pays for everything, then go do what you want. Who am I to tell you? But if you're watching this video, I'm assuming that's not the case. You need to cut how much money you spend on stupid outings and invest that in yourself instead. Invest that in a good gym membership. Now, any gym you join, just make sure it has a good number of machines, because in my opinion, machines are almost always superior to free weight or barbells or dumbbells from a purely aesthetic standpoint. So most of your exercises and workouts should be machine based. Now, what do you do at the gym? If I have to explain in short, you need to train each of your muscle group at least 2 times per week and focus on pushing close to or to failure on every single exercise for every single muscle. Also, at the same time, you need to try increasing 1 rep each week on every exercise so that you progressively get stronger. I've actually explained this in much more depth in one of my other videos about a beginner workout split that I highly recommend you to watch. I will link it down in the description box for you to watch later. And finally, without fail, you need to hit 10,000 steps every day. To be honest, exercising is the easy part. The real war is with your nutrition. So now comes the part that eats up most of my income. That's my diet. Now, speaking about diet and nutrition, first and foremost, as someone who works at a supplement store, let me tell you, you do not need more than 2 to 3 supplements. Whey protein, creatine, and maybe a multivitamin if you eat the same things every day. I see so many people waste so much money on supplements that have absolutely no scientific evidence behind them. So literally don't even worry about spending in supplements if you don't have enough clarity about your own nutrition. Now, coming back to my diet, I only use the cheapest and the highest possible protein sources. That mainly includes eggs, canned fish, pork, lamb, or chicken mince. And for carbs, I'll mostly have rice or tortillas and sometimes potatoes. I thankfully understood very early that to have a good looking physique, you don't need to have good looking food. So instead of cooking 2 times a day and having different meals for lunch and dinner and spending my time and energy in making the food look good and Instagram post worthy, I mainly focused on the things that actually matter. That's the macros, especially proteins and calories. I almost eat the same food every single day. That's because if I have the same things every day, I'm guaranteed to hit my macros every day. If you've been following my Becoming That Guy series on my Instagram or on YouTube Shorts, then you would have noticed that every single day for breakfast, I only have sardines and bread. For lunch and dinner, I have my mince either with rice or with tortillas. I'm literally documenting what I eat. You need to eat to live, not live to eat. That is called consistency. And this consistency is what's going to give you real gains, not variety in food. And finally, what many people don't get about being a broke lifter is that it forces you to invest more time in your fitness and physique instead of money. And when you spend more time in it, you get to learn about the things that actually matter and about the things that don't. You learn about how to optimize your lifestyle so that it aligns with your workout goals and diet goals. It teaches you discipline, consistency, time management, resilience, how to avoid decision fatigue, and so much more. And all this time spent in learning these things will help you keep growing in the future when life gets busier, because it will. And in the future, if you haven't learned these things already, then you're gonna have to spend tons of money in coaches, nutrition, supplement, gym memberships, etc. etc. Discipline is free, bro. Excuses are expensive. You don't need money to build muscle. You just need that hunger, that discipline, and a plan that you'll actually follow. Now, if you're actually serious about losing fat and getting in shape and finally seeing your abs once and for all, then I've made a complete fat loss guide that teaches you everything there is you need to know about fat loss. This guide is based on my personal experience of 6 years in the gym and is an 11-step process with an inbuilt personalized fat loss tracker to keep you accountable. The link for that guide is the first link in the description box below. Do give it a shot. I'm 110% sure you're gonna find it useful. That was it for this video. Hope you found it helpful. Share it with a friend who might need it. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what my next video topic should be, and I will see you in the next one.